Hello everyone, welcome to my brand new Let's Play series of BattleTech. I'm Colonel RPG, and I'm very happy to have you here with me as I play through a campaign, the campaign, I think, of the brand new MechWarrior game by Hairbrained Schemes. That's the name of the studio. It's published by Paradox, and these were the guys who brought us the Shadowrun, the recent 3 Shadowrun RPGs. Also recently, they had a game, an action game called Necropolis that I've also played here on the channel, but they are best known for their Shadowrun, or at least recently they are best known for their Shadowrun RPGs. And this is a turn-based strategy game set in the world of BattleTech, or also known as MechWarrior. I don't know, I never really read the comics, I think, or visual novels, I'm not really sure. I've never watched any sort of television series or anything. My interaction with this setting, with this franchise, has been exclusively to about video games, specifically Mech Commander 1 and 2. Those were fantastic. Specifically the second one, I really played the hell out of the second one. And also the MechWarriors 4. I have the I guess, I don't know what a CD is anymore. I had the Mercenaries, I think it was, or that maybe I don't remember the subtitle. MechWarrior 4 was also a lot of fun, but those were real-time games, both the Mech Commander, that was a strategy game, and the action game MechWarrior. This is turn-based, which is incidentally my favorite type of combat system. So yeah, let's get down to this. Let's watch the intro cinematic. Man, yeah. Let's start a new campaign. Let's see where this is going. Citizenship in the Capellan Confederation. I have no idea about any of the lore. I have some notion about the tone, but not so much about the lore. I don't know what that is. A lot of this stuff, and I get the impression that a lot of people are very much like me when it comes to BattleTech. Although I'm sure there's a lot of fans as well that are very hyped for this game. I am as well.
I am Kamea of House Urano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times. about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great MechWarriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
Wait a minute, we already have history with this lady? Oh no. Okay, well that's pretty cool. I say oh no as in I was not expecting that. It's just I don't know. Did you start I play games. I've been playing games all my life where you start from nothing and just thought, oh, I have a especially the well not the Mech Commander, but the MechWarrior was very much like, oh, there's this guy that wants a job done by you. So and there's this weird guy that is out to get you because you did something bad, and it's just I get the impression, I don't remember the specifics, but I get the impression that this is sort of a continuation of the lore, and if so, man, I'm gonna read about this. Anyway, the Aurigan Reach is a small kingdom in the remote periphery, a region of space that lies at the outskirts of the more densely colonized inner sphere. And we can read about that? Yeah, we can. Fantastic. You can pause the video and read about that. I will do that myself after I complete recording. It is home to the Aurigan Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family, of which, what was her name? She was part of, or is. For 3 generations under the rule of House Arano, the Aurigan Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It is here your story begins. Do we have character creation and stuff like that? Okay, apparently, I think so. This is my background, so next. Oh, decades ago, your family came to the Reach from... Oh, this is awesome. I have done no preparation. I've on purpose not been spoiled for this game, and yeah. So you're getting basically my reaction to things that I didn't know were here. I thought this was gonna be more or less straightforward strategy game, but yeah, awesome. Let's see. So we have the Draconics Combine. MechWarriors who hail from the Combine tend to be fierce, disciplined, and relentless fighters. Over here, passionate, enduring fighters who value justice and equality above all else. That sounds a little bit boring. Tend to possess more finely honed skills and better equipment than their counterparts. That sounds like a proper thing right there. I like that. I like that right there. Let's see. Oh, I'm sure they have it as downside, but you know that's always the case. Hardy, well-equipped, and well-trained. Tough. Though they have also earned reputation of not being particularly strategic thinkers. That sounds like a bad thing to have as a reputation. Although it very much is. Well, except for the tough and hardy and well-equipped, that very much reflects my own capabilities here, are dedicated and steadfast combatants, capable of holding the line and often surprising those opponents who would make the mistake of underestimating them. What I really want is someone a little bit more, I want old school tech if I can, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, because I get the feeling that we're gonna see new mechs, and I have a few favorites. I don't remember their names. But I remember not liking the Orion in particular, but there was another one that very much matched its capabilities, or almost, and I really like that one. It wasn't the Puma, because that's a lower class one, and I remember some names, but I tend to remember the names of the crappier ones, because, you know, you start a game many times, but you only finish them like 3 or 4 times. Can run the gamut of skills and fighting, but they often favor clever and unorthodox tactics. I don't want that. Tend to be stubborn and aggressive. They can be quick to anger, but they are nonetheless skilled and I think I'm gonna have to manage my pilots, so we're gonna need to have at least a decent amount of people who are properly trained and are not crazy, scary and stuff. They can be anything from petty thugs. Oh, that sounds also interesting. And but even rarer in the MechWarrior who will admit to such an origin. Deep periphery are rare. Oh. Beyond the outermost edges of the periphery lie depths of space that remain uncharted and unknown to most of human civilization. Little is known about these regions. I think this is probably just the general. I don't know what these things are, what these things mean, but I'm gonna go with the one that I like the most. Over here, finally, yeah, this one. So the MechWarriors who hail from the Federated Suns. I don't like the name too much, but it doesn't matter. I have no. Well, actually, we can read about what they are. Over here, if I just, yeah, there it is. I just need to wait a little bit. The Federated Suns is one of the 5 successor states of the Star League, located rimward and spinward of Terra. That's, of course, Earth. Ruled by House Davion, the Federation is the most powerful of the 5, and the people of the Federation pride themselves on their self-proclaimed role as defenders of justice and liberty. The Federation is quite capable of ruthless, decisive action, tough, and its idealism readily gives way to pragmatism when called for. The rule. This sounds. Yeah, I suppose. Let's go with that. The current ruler of the Federation, Prince Hans Davion, is an experienced and unconventional military commander. The Federation's alliance with Lyran Commonwealth effectively ended the 3rd Succession War, of which I know nothing. They often see themselves as righteous warriors and champions of liberty. I'll go with that. Why not? Let's go. Let's see. You are a noble of noble birth. Can I choose that? I don't think so. I think that's what I just chose. Though immigrants to the Oregon Reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Oregon space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral battle mech. That's what we have, right? That's the mechs. Yes. On old Blackjack BJ1. I think that's a crappy one. I don't remember. I remember the name, but I don't remember which one it is. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars. I suppose that was the 3rd one, whom your parents hired on for a season of to train you as a MechWarrior. Raju was a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life up until now, I assume, and that's us. I like the scars, let's go with that. Until the day after your 16th birthday, when I was already a mech commander at that age, or mech warrior, I should say. Let's see, you were exiled. Oh, that sounds daring and defying. You struck out on your own. No, I'd rather have a gripe on somebody than just being, oh, I'm gonna go away. Me. Your family went bankrupt. Oh boy, that's. Oh, wait a minute. Those give us traits, piloting and tactics. What about this one? Gunnery and tactics. I like that. Piloting. Maneuvering is probably a good thing, but I tend to suck at it quite a lot, even though it's very, very important. Or maybe because I recognize its importance, it's why I think I suck at it. Because I suck at everything. Your family died in an accident. Extra guts, yeah, I suppose. Gunnery and... what is guts for? Let's find out. Guts improves the maximum health of MechWarriors. It also reduces the penalty from weapon recoil and increases the threshold of heat that triggers overheat. Yeah, I kind of understand what those mechanics are. And then I'm piloting over here. I suppose if I'm just gonna go with my gut instinct here. I'm gonna be exiled. Once the promising young scion of your family, you committed an unforgivable transgression and were sentenced to life in exile. You stole away with the family's ancestral blackjack, of course, and set off to find a new life to call your own. Oh yeah, sounds like a good thing. So out on your own, you fell into the life of a coalition soldier for extra gunnery. Actually, let me see what I am getting. So I'm getting gunnery and tactics. So what do we get over here? Guts, gunnery, and tactics. Maybe I want tactics. What is that for? Probably less action points spent or something like that. It increases the effectiveness of called shot opportunities. It also reduces the penalty for indirect fire and... indirect fire. That's an interesting thing. And improves the minimum range of weaponry. I'll go with gunnery. Gunnery determines the chance to hit with ranged weaponry. That sounds perfect, actually. Wait a minute, do we have melee? We don't have melee. Huh. Anyway, unsure of your prospects, you travel to Koromodir, the capital of the Oregon Coalition and enlisted in the Coalition military. He quickly rose through the ranks, of course, because I am amazing. Let's see what about this one. Solaris Gladiator. Oh yeah, gladiators are tough. I suppose that's good, actually. That kind of goes with the scars that I was praising before. Let's go with that. Oh, I didn't actually read it. I'm sorry. You took your skills as a mech warrior to the famed arena of Solaris 7. There, you eked out a living as a gladiator, fighting for the crowd in minor arenas, getting by from paycheck to paycheck. With the same blackjack. That's ballsy. Until years later, you crossed paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again. Oh, you were a low-level champion, down on your luck, and, well, I was a champion at least, and one bad fight away from the gutter, until Raju heard from you. He trekked all the way to Solaris 7 you should say, to offer you passage back to the Oregon Reach, and a job in the House Aranu Royal Guard. So it is that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for that's not a good thing to say about it, you gigantic robot that fights. That's ancient. I might be basically the same word, and have just a very, very different connotation there. For guard duty on the coronation day of the Lady Cameo Arano, and I think that's the start of our story there, and not so much the as I was afraid of, I guess, the continuation of our story. What we heard at the beginning it's sort of a flash forward rather than the beginning of our story. We'll see. And my name and call sign. Okay. Call sign, of course, being... Wait a minute. People call me by these things? Well, let's find out. So, my MechWarrior call sign, what is that gonna be? I'll think of that later. I don't actually know names for these things, so I'm gonna be Vic. Now, Vic with double K, that sounds... probably a little bit more fancy. And weather something? Star weather. Nah, Star Stormer. Star is a little bit lame, isn't it? Let's go with Sun Wielder. Oh, that sounds good. Sun Wielder. Ooh, that's for lasers and stuff. That sounds perfect. Pronoun. We got a she. Oh, wait a minute. Can I look at the portraits? Because I'm more interested in that. Although, if I'm gonna have to roleplay heavily, which I don't think will be necessary. I'd probably just stick with a he over here, and Vic is such a nice name for a lady as well. Let's go with that. And my call sign is gonna be Vic. No, it's just Vic. Yeah, sounds good. Let's go with that, just so I don't forget that it's double K's. And who is he gonna be? Oh yeah. Oh, look at her. She looks like she's gonna. Yeah, she's gonna mess people up. It's good stuff. Oh no, that's better. Oh, is it the same face? Kind of the same face. I like a redhead. It's feisty. Let's go. Ooh, that sounds better. Yeah, that's pretty good. What about this one? I think this one is nice. I think this one is pretty good. Wait a minute, isn't that the same? The hair is the same. Yes, but the face is slightly different. Yeah, also looking the different way. Yeah, I'll stick to this one. Can I customize? Oh, wait a... My god. I'm not gonna spend the whole time doing this, don't worry. Oh, I can change the color of the hair. Okay, well, in that case... Sure. This card changes. In that case, I'll go with you. And I'll give you a little bit of a redhead. Let's see if you... Okay. Oh, this is pretty good. I'll go with that. And we got clothing? Oh, yellow! And we have the big winter gear and oh, red is better. And we have oh my god. Why? Why so many oh, yeah, let's go with that. So many an expression? Oh my god, yeah, this expression is better. This one she just seems like, holy crap, what is about to happen to me? Oh, I'll go with the expression one. Thank you very much. Complexion. Oh, okay. That's age, I suppose. And hairstyle. Yeah, you can keep the rest. Okay, it's all good. Look at her. Yeah, fantastic. So, Vic. My character background is all these things. I got 4 in gunnery, 3 in tactics, and the rest of the stuff is 2. And I'm Vic Sun Wielder. Did I miswrite that? Did I miswrite that? I did, didn't I? Wield. How do you write wield? That's how it is. The other one is not a word. Let me check. Okay, I have it right this time around. That was my bad. It's not the first time that happens. I'm sure it happens to all of us. So, many of us. Let's go with that. So, Vic Sunwielder here. She is, of all this stuff, she has all the gunnery, confirmation. Let's do this thing. The High Lord Tatami Aranos II is dead. The Oregon Reach is left at an uncertain crossroads. Once prosperous, it is now a kingdom in decline, surrounded by powerful neighbors. Lord Santiago Espinosa, brother-in-law to the late High Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving Council of Founding Houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would conscript their house guard and centralize power under a single throne. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble Lady Kamea Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive and has rebuked his vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of Lady Arano's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain of the guard, Raju Mastiff Montgomery, makes preparations to escort her safely to the coronation procession that awaits in Cordia City. Coronation Day, Arano Summer Place, just before 10 a.m. Local time, of course. Oh, loading screens. Well, let's see how long these loading screens are. I'm running on an SSD, by the way, if you're wondering. Oh, we're already prepping. That's a little bit spoilery, isn't it? I mean, it's a coronation. It's a procession. People are just getting ready. Oh, I can. Well, thank you.
Command interface initiated.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Can move the camera. Oh, yeah, tutorials. Okay. Oh, test. Oh, wait a minute. What? We have a test dummy? Okay. I can rotate the camera with Q and E. That sounds good to me. I cannot click yet. Okay, Vic. I had Espinosa Refit Yards rush the repairs on your blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece. This is Raju. But we should run some diagnostics on it, just to be sure. Standard field tests, you know the drill. More importantly, though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out here to do. Now, do me a favor and get that battle mech moving. Let's see if there's any kinks in the actuators. Okay. Yep. Should be perfectly fine, I think. Click on the MechWarrior to select.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
Well, I wasn't expecting anything else. And then we have facing. Nice. Okay. Wait a minute. Does this mean I can look around like this? Or does it mean it's just preparation? Off we go. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tatami's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamea's safety during her coronation procession. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnt-out old urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything. But my gut tells me something's off. And a warrior trusts their instincts.
So I can select a target with my mouse or press tab to cycle between targets, which is a relatively thing. Oh, look at all the jaggediness. I have anti-aliasing on, but it's apparently not SSAO. So, or SSA, what's the other one? Super sampling? Ah, well, whatever. I can do enable that on hardware level if I want to. So, can we target? Yeah, we can. Headshot? Yeah. Can I? Wait a minute, what? Does it? Maybe it doesn't let me. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So I can fire. I can also select the weapons that I fire with, I'm sure.
Weapons committed.
And you broke it with your first shot. Talk about overkill. Right legs
Enemy
and
mech
all that.
destroyed.
Good shot. Your guns are in working order, at least. Yeah, it's a good thing we tested them all. We got a tank in here. They are all so goofy. Because they're so small as well. I've been training Lady Arano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt that she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safely to Gordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital with her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me of a lot of you, truth be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your target computer, or targeting computer. You see that drone over there? The one moving through the tree line? Put some hurt on it for me, and then when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving.
Kamea's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
Okay, thank you for telling me about that. So we got a target dummy. What happens if I just enable the medium lasers over here? Does it actually tell me how much... Well, it tells me how much damage it's gonna do, but... Oh, wait a minute, this is my... The targeting is not like that. Can I right-click? Oh, there it is. So I can see the health of each individual component, including the loadout, if we have information, probably radars and stuff about that. So if I take out any part, well, specifically this turret, I can, yeah, I can, wait a minute, what? Turret and autopilot, can I, if I click there, it doesn't let me. Okay, let's just do the thing properly. Wait a minute, but the ammo, yeah, let's just use the non-repeating, oh, we do have melee, or the non-thingy. Okay, and then I just attack. Fire.
Engaging target.
Okay, and that was because of the armor. And now he turns around.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
Oh, if you press tab, it just goes through. This is the hit chances and all that sort of stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's just go with that and fire and probably take it out.
Targeting rear armor.
Our mech, did you see how how broken it was? Are we gonna be able to do paint jobs?
Enemy unit destroyed.
Oh yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you want your name in the game, I don't know if it's gonna be, just leave it down in the comments, and yeah, the first come, first serve. So Raju is saying, nice shot. No, well, sure. Now I don't know how familiar you are with our Regan politics, but the reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamati's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Camilla belongs on the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend into this cliff, or descend this cliff's face. Aim for that patch of ground there, near the edge of the lake. How does that work then? Okay, so if I press tab, it just selects that, and then I just, wait a minute. Oh, because it's a different action. Okay, gotcha. And then I can look over there. I mean, I suppose this is for the best. Off we go. I wonder if we can skip this. I'm not going to skip these, because we haven't seen the jumping animations yet, so... I'm a little bit overheated.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah.
Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Are you kidding me? That's how you cool off a MechWarrior? Ah, come on. What is this? 2635? Let's go. Warning, plasma leak detected. Lovely. Jump jet malfunction. Jump jet systems damaged. System inoperable until repair. Ah, for the love of all the gods. This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. No, oh yeah, you did actually. Good point. Not that about the repairs. Not that I had much of a choice. The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe it. It looked like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get your jetpacks replaced, so we're gonna have to make do with them, or without them. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure nothing else is going to break down on your blackjack before we take it out to the coronation road. Well, you actually should give it a little bit of a paint job or something? I mean, it's an old machine, I know, but anyway. We do have melee, so for me to get the melee on, I have the move over there. I'm not actually reading over here because I like finding stuff on my own, but I'm sure I'm going to miss some stuff over here. Because we have the... I suppose I just attack. Melee attack with using piloting skill to hit. Ignores evasive, which is the maneuvering of the enemy, I suppose. It probably has up here some of that stuff. Removes guarded, deals damage and stability damage. Oh, I don't know what that is. Sure. Let's attack. Got hiccups. Lovely.
Engaging physical attack.
Did you really smash against it with your piloting thingy? Good hit. At least that's solid. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to a sprint and evade my attack. Wait a minute, you're here?
Engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
This is good thinking there. So we do have movement, sprint, we have normal attack, and we have the jump over there. So I can add a little bit of a sprint there. How does it tell me on the action points side of things? Does it tell me that? Or can we not? Nah. No, it does. Look at that. It's got the little things up on top of there. Good. And then I can look around. Oh, there's...
Full throttle.
I can't move the camera while in this view. I don't think I can. Maybe I can. Hey! Oh, that's my evasion going up because I'm moving. And then at the end of the turn, it goes down. Good. Congratulations, Vic. Your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be, given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope that my suspicions turn out to be unfounded, and we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, well, then I know that'll be ready. Alright, it's time to move out. Lady Arana was waiting for us at the mech bay. Well, I really do hope that it's...
An impressive display, Sir Raju.
Thank you.
Of course, this MechWarrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
Well, I do. She does. It's fine. Okay, can I... What is my turn? Return to Mastiff. Why can't I sprint there? I can't move the camera, which is interesting. Oh, because I had it... Oh, I had to press tab for some reason. Hey, let's check that out over there. Big building. Sprint it all. Always sprint. Running doesn't actually overheat the engines. Although I don't remember actually if it... I don't think there's any penalty to running, apart from lower accuracy. Vic, allow me to introduce Cameo Hermano, says Raju, and the soon-to-be High Lady of the Oregon Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being, says Lady Victoria, my father has summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yards. I don't know what refit means, but sure. To preside over before the coronation. Behold the responsibilities of a noble daughter, a fount of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, says Kamea. By this time, they're cousins. Yeah, by this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire reach. Give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens are already taking bets on how long it'll take me to cripple the customized monstrosity you pilot. Ha! Bold words, cousin. But the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my Kaga is more... Oh, I remember this one. So it's an old school one. Is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a battle mech. And in the arena, I reign supreme. We'll see, cousin. We'll see. At any rate, I will see you at the tourney grounds. Sir Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Overland along the Cormorant Road, as in the Arano tradition. Aye, Kamea, says Raju. We'll get you there in one piece. Vic, fall in behind me. And remember what I told you. What? I don't remember.
Mission successful.
Thank you. I forgot what you told me! Well, at least now we know how to play. We are gonna see the beginning of the second mission in this episode.
I remember the Oregon Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters. And the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Arana will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
What is going on? Yeah, I got the impression that I wasn't supposed to hear that as sort of the company or guard of the new emperor or queen. Cordia city outskirts. Later that day, I suppose. Maybe. I don't... It's just 22. Early afternoon, anyway. The farther a unit travels during its turn, the higher its evasion. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I figured, actually. It might also be the little things. Okay, well, that's gonna be that for this episode. I am really... Oh boy, I'm really excited for this game. Yeah, I think... Well, if we didn't get a surprise and have nothing go wrong, things are going really wrong. And a new enemy arises. Let's find out how that goes in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been BattleTech. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Leave a like as well if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.